everyone. This is Fact News, bringing you real stories and verified updates from around the world. A Russian-linked superyacht worth more than $500 million is drawing global attention after it sailed through the Strait of Hormuz, despite the ongoing blockade and sharply reduced traffic in one of the world's most important shipping choke points. The vessel, called Nord, is linked to sanctioned Russian billionaire Alexey Mordashov, a businessman widely described as a close ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin. According to BBC reporting and shipping data cited by Reuters, the 142-meter or 465-foot superyacht left Dubai on Friday, passed through the Strait of Hormuz on Saturday, and arrived in Muscat, Oman early Sunday. That makes Nord one of only a small number of vessels and one of very few private yachts to move through the route while maritime traffic remains far below normal levels.
The crossing is significant because the Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most strategically important waterways. Roughly 1/5 of global crude oil and liquefied natural gas supplies normally pass through it. But since the escalation in tensions involving Iran and the United States, shipping through the passage has dropped dramatically. Reuters says only a handful of vessels are now making the trip each day, compared with an average of around 125 to 140 daily passages before the conflict began.
That slowdown is already shaking global markets. BBC reports that oil prices have surged, with Brent crude rising to around $109 a barrel as the conflict disrupts confidence in energy supplies and shipping security. In that context, the sight of a luxury superyacht making the journey has raised fresh questions about who can still move freely through the region and under what conditions. Nord is linked to Alexey Mordashov, chairman of the Russian steel and mining giant Severstal, and, according to BBC reporting citing Forbes, the richest Russian national on the magazine's list, with an estimated net worth of around $37 billion. He has been sanctioned by the UK, US, and European Union since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Mordashov is not officially listed as the yacht's formal owner. However, both BBC and Reuters report that records show Nord was registered in 2022 to a company owned by his wife. Reuters also notes that a representative for Mordashov declined to comment. It remains unclear whether he was actually on board when the yacht crossed the strait. The timing of the crossing is also politically important. As tensions over the strait continue, Iran and Russia have been deepening diplomatic engagement. BBC reports that President Putin hosted an Iranian delegation in St. Petersburg, where Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi praised the two countries' strategic relationship and welcomed Russia's support for diplomacy. Reuters adds that Russia and Iran have grown closer in recent years, including through a 2025 treaty that strengthened intelligence and security cooperation. And Nord itself is no ordinary vessel. According to industry details cited by BBC and Reuters, the yacht features 20 staterooms, a swimming pool, a helipad, and even a submarine. It has previously avoided seizure in places like Hong Kong and the Maldives, despite calls from Western governments to freeze assets linked to sanctioned Russian elites. So while oil tankers hesitate, global markets react, and diplomatic tensions remain high, the successful transit of Nord through the Strait of Hormuz is being seen as far more than a luxury travel story. It is a symbol of how wealth, sanctions, geopolitics, and maritime power continue to collide in one of the most volatile regions in the world. For more real and verified updates, this is Fact News. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the latest breaking stories.